はい、どうもグレです。今回もシャーロック・ホームズチャプター1やっていきたいと思います。で、前回母親の死の真相を調べるために実家っていうか母親が療養してた家に行ったら古い友人を思い出しまして、その友人の家に来てみたらなんと事件が起きておりました。さあ調べましょう。
Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off.
脊椎が外れてしまってるってやばくね。
A belt from a dressing gown.
エアギのベルト、あれか、ローブとかのベルトか。
A kneecap reduced to splinters.
膝のサラダが粉々に砕けている。あれ今なんかあったよな。あれ今なんかなかった。あるある。あ、小指がない。
A missing pinky. Middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilden.
Theodore Gilden.
Boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
そうかいそうかい。あそこな。何この赤ん坊、怖っ。
An amount of attention that most can only dream of.
あ、
Didn't we
気
get
球
to
だ。
fly in it as children? I doubt it could hold my weight
え
today.
ずっと飛んでんの？嘘。ガス代えぐ。ガス代えぐ。こっちは関係ない？
Hog heaven. A coal gas tank. Enough to pump up an airship.
あ、石炭ガスってあんだ。
A
天然
sailor's
ガス
knife
しか知らん。
useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding. Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed.
石炭ガスのタンクを保管している小屋を隣に小屋の隣に誰かが落ち花瓶を割っている。その人物は水兵が好んで使用する縄切り用ナイフを落としている。ほう。関係ないね。いろいろ調べるか。これは調べたもんな。これは調べなくていいのか。
Destruction and trampled ground. As if they were struck by a battering ram.
I wonder how we managed not to hear any of this.
お前にも話聞いた方がいい
He
のか。
was certainly under pressure.
この引きずった後追っていくか、とりあえず。 2トン。動物？
A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
これもか。調教用。
With this, really, people are hopeless.
動物？
A strong pull broke this leash.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence. This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation.
ゾウ操作。新聞を調べなきゃいけないのか。めんどくせえなお前。めんどくさいことさせやがって。
A royal suite for a favorite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
そんなもんか。
This is quite comfy.
そんなもんか。なんかある。さすがにこれじゃねえだろ。どっちかだな。どっちだろう。こっちか。これわかんねえよ、違いが。何が違うんだこれ。いや、象だろ。王だと思うんだけどな。まあこうだろうな。
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
どこが違うんだ。ここか。
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
ここが違うんだ。ジョン、ごめんって。
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
I suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
あれ、象の生態はまだ行かなきゃいけないのか。 ゾウは逃げ出した。で今誰がいいんだっけ。衣装上流階級にはいいのか。てか労働者系にはあんまり良くないのか。いろいろ聞きながら。大変上流階級だからいけんだろう。
Excuse me, just one question.
That's a question I can answer.
グリークブリッジを渡りセオダに釣られた森に向かった。森に続いている。あ、グリークブリッジを渡って森あと新聞社行かないといけないんだよな。新聞社ってどれ新聞社ってどれっすか。千葉じゃない。あれ記録保管庫か。コルドナクロニクルか。新聞社。一旦新聞社行こうか。カット。よし。新聞社の記録保管庫を見せてくれ。
Stop the presses. Who is Cordona's handsome stranger? Or Nosebagger spurns local life? Wait, no. Foppish foreigner hides dark past. Oh, you've made quite the impression already, Mr. Holmes. You care to tell your side of the story?
I'm quite certain I have no idea as to what you refer, and I am further certain I have no interest in indulging your gossip.
Gossip? The truth will come out, but will only be heard if told well. Scandal, daring do, romance. These are the tools of every good journalist. Nothing travels faster or lasts longer than a great story. Young man, your tale will be told with or without you.
一応
My
信者なの
readers
か。
demand it.
You already knew my name and seem aware of my doings here in Cordona. I presume this newspaper is your little endeavor?
Yasmin Sertel, editor-in-chief of the Cordona Chronicle. Advocate of the free press, voice of the people, scourge of the silk stocking.
Charmed, I'm sure. As an advocate of the free press, I trust you'll permit me to consult your archives. There are gaps in my knowledge of Cordona.
Oh, so my work does have merit. Well, I think we can strike a bargain. I shall provide you access, and you let me keep writing about your exploits.
So be it.
Brooding bachelor builds bridges. Now that's character development.
I guess I owe you my gratitude.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes. They whisper such interesting
ホームズ家の人
things.
間。ここでは何失われた記憶って。何失われた記憶って。これでいいのか。保管庫どこ。これか。記録か。これだ。象の生態。今何年だっけ。現代が、10年前か。10年前の価格記者だな。一面記事。よし。 ゾウは仲間に対し強い感情的な結びつきを築く。ああ、
That's the article. Feeling old already?
だけだけそれが何かに関係したりはしない。失われた記憶って何これマジで。
I'll be right here.
Help me, please.
間違え
Sorry,
た。
but I've never heard of it.
違う違う違う違う。普通に話を聞きたかっただけなの。普通に話は聞けないのか。失われた記憶って何すか。
I'm watching you closely, Mr. Holmes.
ここで何か調べることができるのか。あ、将来的に何かここですることになるのかな。そういうこと。ああ、今は何もできんわ。いいや、じゃあじゃあ象を追いましょう。とりあえずコルドナ墓地ぐらいから行くか。渡ったんだもんな。足跡は森に続いている。象の足跡あるあった。あれや。オリーブオイル。
Elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way?
ちか。めちゃめちゃ人とぶつかるな。でも象の足跡って結構残らないもんなんだね。ゲームだからかもしれんけどよう知らんけど。なんだこれは。私が送ったこの木のようにコルドナへの私の感謝の気持ちは大きくなっていくだろう。読ませろよ。あ、ギルデンさんの木だ。あ、ギルデンさんこっちに連れてきたのか一回。
Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
アメリカのさジョークって分かんないよな。日本語はさなんか韻を踏むじゃん。ダジャレって。アメリカのってジョークって韻踏んだりすんのかな。これアメリカじゃねえんだけどイギリスなんだけどさ、どうなんだろう。遠いよゾウさん。ゾウさん遠い。登らせ。あ、もうどこ来たか分かんなくなっちゃったよもうマジで。あ、オリーブオイル。なんでここで分かんのなんでここで今までなかったのに。森林開拓地。何これ。あ、
Strange. It was hung with care. The game has escaped us for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
セオドアさん、同じ島住人としてこの手紙あなたに書きます。ん？ ウィリアム・シンクレア卿。え同性と同性っちゅうんじゃ。こいつが何かしら知ってるかもしれないな。ウィリアム・シンクレア卿。鍵があった。これ戻ると。戻ろうとそういうことだな。事件現場までワープさせてほしいな。ワープできないのかな、事件現場まで。あ、できないんだ。てか好きなところにファストトラベルできるさ、ゲームあったらマジで革命的だと思うんだけど。ないのかな、そういうゲーム。ああんた誰？あ、警察か。だってギルデン邸。誰？
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
あ、なんか日本人形みたいなの持ってる。あ、ガネーシャだな、あれ多分。
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
お前芸術家否定してなかったっけこの間。これ多分ガネーシャだよな。こっちは何なの？ああ。こっちの入り口からも出てこれんのか。で上か？上だな。
You. Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gilden.
娘か。
Please, I beg of you. Find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
I suppose we do need to learn what happened.
知ってること話して
Can
く
you
ださい。
tell me what happened? From the very start.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath. Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
お悔やみ申し上げ
It's
る。
a terrifying experience, Miss Gilden. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Thank you. Goliath must be caught, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
これ見て言っ
Did
て
you
みるか。
observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
うん。象の世界、多分これ違うな。これ聞くか。
I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
ごめんよ。
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean?
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the
象牙の
Ivory
少
Girl,
女。
and my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
以前会わなかったか。
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the
ごめん
name
な。
Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well.
単証庫が更新された。誰もいなかった。多分あれだろうな。気球に乗ってたとかじゃないのかな。どうなんだろう。イモージェンの証言。テオドアに凶暴になったことはなかった。ああ。
She packed as much as she could carry. False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
本パクったぞ。勝手に本パクったぞ。誰？
The same dull poses on all romantic photographs. So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk.
We need to talk. We need to talk.
You found
need to
false
talk.
idols.
いいね
We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
本探さなきゃいけないの？クソだる。何のためにこんなことしたんだよ。
A commendable effort to barricade the windows.
窓を塞いだ？なんで？でもあとは部屋にはないよな。とりあえず出るか。反対側は何がありますか？
The nicest spot in the room.
あ
Mr. Gilden spent hours of his
あ、なる
life
ほどな。
here.
Staring at an elephant's backside. What a wonderful life.
いっぱいある。
Quite the spectrum. From the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories of the French Revolution. Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling. From before Mycroft was born, our family loves to prod at the past.
Holmes's desire to rake up the past is hereditary.
Ivory buses.
What's so special about this place? Another elephant?
Huh? Huh? 違うか。えあ、なんか引っかかった。
A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen.
あ、来た。
A catchy title. I should take a photograph of the plans. I don't want to carry them around.
あ、撮ったじゃん今。何？撮れてない判定。撮れた。象牙の浴槽。うわ、象牙ばっか。こっちから見んのかい。
A relatively functional choice to replace the finger.
あ、指の代替な。小指が使えないからな。1877年。そ
I
う。
think they were closer than you and me, John.
I'm hurt.
何これ、香水？
Oh, the pungent stench of an animal.
Did Theodore seek some pink elephants with this?
あ、これつけることで象に仲間だよって教えてたってことかな。
I think Miss Gilden has barely matured.
象男コルドナ・クロニクル氏。またコルドナ・クロニクルかよ。
His second child? An apparent son and heir, I'd say.
あと調べるとこないもんな。なんかないか。え？どこ調べればいいんだ。教えてくれ。あ、イモージェンの写真と象牙の浴槽をイモージェンに聞くと。そういう感じか。象牙の
A
浴槽。
Swift, is this name familiar to you? Your father had it removed from this plan.
Oh, that's Arthur Swift. I've seen him a couple of times here. He works with my father in the old city, digging up something
旧市
ancient.
街か。
He is an archaeologist?
That's the word, yes. But to be truthful, I really don't think Mr. Swift is fit to be one. I've just learnt a lot about archaeology from my favourite book series. Oh, they are page-turners.
Inspirational, I'm sure, but would you happen to know where this Mr. Swift might be found?
I don't. But perhaps you can find out somewhere. My father's work with him is all official. Lots of boring legal papers with signatures and stuff.
書類が残っていると。イモージェ
I
の写真
found。this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably
Pirate.
sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Oh, well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit.
めちゃめちゃ移動するじゃん、じゃあ。
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan.
And, which part of the elephant is in here? It's quite pungent.
Oh, that. It's elephant sweat. Father believed that it might replace traditional
伝統
amber
的な
grease.
香料の代わ
Well, that's true entrepreneur spirit.
り。え、
How can you read something like this?
めちゃめちゃ危
Hard
険
to
じゃん。
swallow, and that's not due to the hardcover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I
Love and
wasn't aware that
adventure.
exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
サラシアヨットクラブ。あ、すべての証拠を収集しちゃった。ゾウの汗だ。グランドサライ地区にある南部にあるサラシアヨットクラブ行くと。書類が残っている。あ、市役所か。市役所だな。なるほど。じゃあそれは次回にしようかしらね。次は市役間違えた。市役所行ってヨットクラブか行ってって感じですな。そうだね。そんな感じでやっていきたいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。次回に続きます長えなこれ一個一個。またお会いしましょう。さよなら。